Yeah, today on St. Therese's feast day, I'd like to share a little experience I had with her. I call her my soul sister because she's one of my patron saints, and I've had some experiences with her, and I like her very much. Uh, this happened in Albuquerque. I was down there in Albuquerque, and I decided to go to mass at the Saint Therese shrine in Albuquerque, and I went in a little early, uh, and they have a little room before as you get into the church, and it has like pictures of her and uh, third class relics, and they have a wax statue. It was made by a monk, if my memory recalls. I think he was from Canada, and there's like four or five of those wax statues that he made, and they're in different parts of the world. One of them was put in the shrine there in Albuquerque. So I walked in and to the little room, and I knelt down and I started praying the Saint Therese chaplet. It's 24 Glory be to the Father, Son, Holy Spirit prayers in honor of her birthday. And then there's a pick me a rose from the Heavenly Gardens prayer at the end. So I did sign a cross. I started praying the chaplet, and immediately after each glory be, I was feeling like I felt like a spear, and it was like penetrating into my body, and I felt like it felt like the Holy Spirit on the tip of the spear, and as I kept praying the glory bees, it just got more and more intense with each prayer. So I immediately knew something beautiful and amazing was happening when I was praying it, and I got to the 24, the last glory be prayer, and I was like, it was just amazing what was happening. I could just feel the Holy Spirit as each of the spears was penetrating into my body. I just felt beautiful inside, and it was just amazing. And then I prayed the pick me a rose prayer at the end, and when I concluded, I noticed like it was like a weird sensation. I could not move my body. It was like I was like, I can't move, I tried moving and I couldn't, and it kind of freaked me out. I was like, what's going on? And I could move my eyes, but my body I couldn't. And as this was happening, I saw something so amazing that I know many of you will have a hard time believing, but this literally happened in front of my eyes. The wax statue, it was made at Saint Teresa's death. It replicates her when she passed away. So as I was frozen, I saw movement, and I looked with my eyes to her and her statue, and it turned around, and it opened its eyes, and it smiled, and I was in shock. I was like literally in shock. I wanted to run out of there, but I could not move. And then the statue, the head, it went back to its regular self and closed its eyes, and once it did that, I was able to move. And I remember just getting out of there right away. I was like, holy smokes, what did just happen? And I ran into the lobby of the church, and I was like breathing hard and all this, and then I started thinking, well, why are you scared? Why am I scared? I mean, this is it's a miracle, and it happened to me, and it's very beautiful, and it comes from God allowed it, and it came from Saint Therese showing me that she's praying for me. So So I went back into the room, and I just said a quick prayer, thanking Saint Therese for her prayers, and thanking God. And then I went to the mass, and then I drove back home. But earlier in the day in Albuquerque, I was trying to find a rosary with roses, or roses as beads or something like that, to that, because miracles have happened where people who have asked her to pray for them, she sends them a rose. So I just wanted a rosary like that, just to remind me of Saint Therese. But I had gone to several shops in Albuquerque and Catholic stores or Christian stores, and I could not find one. So after the mass, I left back home, and I stopped in Santa Fe, and I don't remember where I was, but I stopped for, I don't know if it was at a store or gas, or at I just don't remember clearly. But there was a man outside, and he came up to me. He said, "You want to buy a rosary?" And I was like, "Oh, well, let me see him." And he showed me, the first one he showed me was just a rosary with all the beads of roses, and that was exactly what I had been looking for that day. And I told him, "Well, yeah, I'll buy one. How much?" And he said, just let it have it for you. For you, I'll let you have it for $5." I was like, "Well, that's a great deal, man." So I gave him the $5, and he gave me the rosary, and I really believe that that was a gift from heaven, and again, Saint Therese there, showing me that she's praying for me, and I've had other experiences with her, but I call her my soul sister, and I really really like her, and I always ask her for prayers. This is a third class relic. It came from the Carmelite sister monastery in Santa Fe. One of the sisters let me have it. She gave it to me, and I asked her for them to pray for me, and I would pray for them too. So anyway, happy feast day of Saint Therese, October 1st, and God bless you.